I already know what this game's all about, and I love it, and it's better than the other Zombicides. I mean, I do like the other Zombicides. There's little things that's missing. I don't think it's in this. There's like you can the other Zombicides have like cars. You can drive the cars around and run zombies over. So there's a little difference in the other ones. So I'm not ruling out the other ones. I'm just saying this one's more of a tighter game. The other Zombicide is you can have like 50 figures on the board. This one they minimized it, so it's not so bad. It just happens if you can't place any more zombies on the board, they just get activated again, and which that means they just move one step closer to you. And also, I think you have more hit points in this game too. The other game, you only get hit twice and you're dead, or turn into a zombie and all that stuff. So anyway, Zombicide Black Plague, my number 4. Great game. And alright, well, now we're on here we go with number 3, Xenoshift. Deck building game again. Great game. Oh wow. A little different from the other deck building games as far as like I don't know how to explain it really. I was going to say through the first half of the game you're using a lot of the cards that you're buying again, but towards the end of the game you're not really using those cards you buy. Like the other like Marvel deck building game, it's like you always seem like you're using those cards a lot, like almost like, you know, you go through them a lot more. This one doesn't seem like you go through your deck as much, like you reshuffle and then go through again. But that's okay, it doesn't matter. I kind of like that. It's a little different strategy for deck building game, but man, I love it. It's basically same thing. You have these. I don't want to spill my cards. Gosh, I know. I wish I could just. Let's see. Is it gonna spill? I don't think so. Let me try it. If it spills, I'm blaming you guys. Basically, there's a lane. So obviously, it depends on what wave you're on. But anyway, there's a deck of counters, and you put 4 of them on the enemy lane, and then there's the human lane. So what you're doing is you can only place 4 agents if you can. Sometimes you can't, but you're placing your, I don't know if you call them agents. I'm drawing a blank on what they're called, but anyway, let's just call them agents. Humans. Let's just call them humans. So you're placing your humans here, and then each human you can have an armor you can put on them, you can give them weapons, there's bombs you can place, you can place a bomb in the first lane. So anyway, what you're doing is that the first 2 in the lane, first ones in the lane are battling, and then once one's defeated or both defeated, they move in, and you keep them defeating until one enemy's, until they're all gone, one's all gone. Either you're all gone or they're all gone. You just keep them going. But it's a really fun game. Like I said, it's another game where you're buying armor, you're buying guys, there's different guys you can buy. I mean, these guys are pretty bad arse down here. I haven't made a video on this yet, I don't think, but I will soon. But this is a really fun game. Like I said, I don't think you can actually see what I'm pointing at, but these are the lanes I'm talking about. But really fun game. I like the aspect of just, oh yeah, and if a guy doesn't die in your lane, he just stays there until the next round. So I like this game a lot. This is probably one of my favorite deck building games. Even though I don't have Dominion, well, that's not a solo board game, but Dominion is pretty up there too. But this is one of my all-time favorites. Just a different feel deck building game. I really like it. Again, I don't think I made a video on this, but I will as soon as I can. Xenoshift. Another game. Just buying stuff and recruiting guys and all that good stuff. Alright. Okay, yep, my number 2 is, now I only have, I might have to walk you, maybe after this if I finish up I can walk you over there and show you, but what I mean by that is that I'm playing Shadows of Brimstone right now. This is my number 2. Shadows of Brimstone. I have it in the other game, other room set up. This game set up in the other room. Man, this game is great. Flying Frog. Probably one of my favorite production guide games. Oh. Hey, there we go. Now can you guys see it? Okay. Sorry about that. Shadows of Brimstone, my number 2. This game's great. I love it. I love, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna go for a little walk. I'm gonna walk through my house. I'm gonna block you guys off, so just for, you know, safety reasons. Walking through my house. Turn on the light. You're gonna see a wall. All right. So here's the game. So basically, like I said, it takes up a lot of room. These are two of my guys right here I'm playing with. I like this game. This game takes up a lot of room, but it's super fun. A lot of decks in this game. But what you're doing is usually you have a starting tile, which this scenario doesn't. But anyway, I'm not going to get too detailed. But what you're doing is that each time you explore an edge, you draw a map tile. You place it there, and there's exploration tokens. Anyway, I shouldn't be getting in how to play this game. This game is just really fun. I like going through and exploring. You know, like, oh, what's the next card going to be when I draw? Like, what's the next map tile? I love that feeling. And then you're like, okay. Then you have these exploration tokens. You're like, oh no, what's going to happen next? Like, am I going to get an ambush of attacks? And then, you know, the only thing about this game though is you have to build these guys. You have to glue them together. You have to glue them to your bases. You have to glue the tail on. So, I mean, that's kind of a downfall in this game, is you have to glue the pieces together. So that is one of the things that people say that they don't like. And at first I was like, oh, you guys are being wusses. But you know, after you glue, 10 pieces together, you're going, okay, this is taking some time. It took me probably about an hour or so to put it all together. But anyway, it's really fun. And you can play the adventure, which is like, you can play a quick game, like just play one scenario, win or lose, whatever, move on. But I play where I'm actually record. It's kind of silly because you can upgrade your guys, but there's not cards for it, so you have to write down kind of some of the upgrades you get. Sometimes there is cards you can get. Obviously over here you can, like, I got the Lucky Charm and I got this rope. Anyway, there's things you can get, but this is a fun. I like playing the. I think I'm on adventure 6, so I went through 6 adventures so far, or 6 scenarios so far. So in this adventure, and I haven't died yet, so that's good. And you can flee during a mission, but this mission I'm playing right now, actually, you cannot flee. I have to either I'm gonna die or I'm gonna win. So you cannot flee in this scenario. But anyway, this is a really fun game. Like it a lot. Shadows of Brimstone, Swamps of Death. I think they have, I can't remember the other one's called, Ancient of something. But this is a great game. I love all the different gear. There's different, gear you can get. Draw when you get a gear card. You're like, oh, cool! I got a journal page. Now I can recover 1 grit and gain. Discard to recover 1 grit and gain 50 XP. And there's the XP I'm talking about. So you have to write down all the XP you get. And then you can level up. So, Shadows of Brimstone, that was my number 2. Now, oops. Alright, yeah, we're going 25 minutes already. Jeez. My number 1. And like I said, a lot of these games, they could be fighting for number 1. But obviously, my number 1, I like to play because it takes about an hour, and I just like Flying Frog Productions. Oh, that's what I was going to say about Flying Frog. The rules are a little all over the place, and I hope they don't kick me in the butt for saying that, but I doubt they'll even see this video. But Flying Frog Productions, their rules are all over the place. They'll start explaining about something and say, oh, continue on page whatever, and then they'll finish up on a little bit of, and then that rule he's talking about will finish up somewhere else. It's a little confusing, but you know what? Once you get all that down, great game. Love it. Again, you have these boards that are placed in front of you. You place the locations in each one of these, so when you explore, I'm going to use that word, you flip over a location card, and then it'll have a certain amount of fights you get to battle to conquer this. And if you don't conquer it, you either get to retreat, or you die, or you go back to where you just came from. But anyway, there's a lot of tokens. So when it tells you to, you roll a dice and you place these tokens. and each one of these tokens here, like this one has a 3, so that means I have to roll. So he's at a 3, and let's say if my guy is also 3, that's how many points towards you're trying to be in victory. So what you do is each person rolls. So he'll be rolling a die for him and a die for you. So let's say if I roll a 4, and then he rolls a 2, you know, his is 3 plus 2 is 5. Mine's 4 plus 3 is 7. Because remember, I'm saying mine was 3. Because each alien, here I'll show you an alien. There's a lot of aliens. So right here it says my strength is 3. Oh, great example. My strength is 3. His strength is 3. He rolled a 2, so he's a 5. I rolled a 4. I'm a 7. And each guy has different abilities. You can spend menace tokens to activate some of these. Really cool game. There's 10 rounds, and each time you move up and around, you get to that red zone there. There's these little like red spots. That's when more of these things pop out. And there is other ways they pop out too. These are encounters, resistance. So resistance encounters, and also you're not just battling those guys. You're also battling. Oh, I got the expansion. I like the expansion. There's another expansion I haven't gotten it yet, but you're also battling these guys. So when you're battling, when I draw a location, you get to draw resistance. You draw these guys, and they do different things. Like I said, I'm gonna cut this short, or not cut it short, but I'm gonna speed it up here and try to finish. But a bunch of cool. You can calculate, you can accumulate allies to help you too. So you're not just using these little spaceships. You only have 4 spaceships to move around. And you're rolling for action points to see how much oh yeah, there's I forgot. You can spend points to get. Sometimes you spend points to get space stuff, which allows you to get more weapons or allies. What I was talking about earlier. You roll a die in the beginning of your turn to see how many points you have, right? Some of them. So this one doesn't cost anything, but they give you different abilities. Like you can re-roll either the aliens die or the human die, because you're the aliens, so you can re-roll either your die or their die. Let's see, and then let's see if I can find one that